Leo fam, hi, 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 hi. I'm always so excited to talk to you guys. Because it's home, and home is the best place, and Leos are the best. And I just love you guys. And I'm really excited to talk to you about October because October is, whew, this month is intense. I've been telling every sign this. Every sign is up for some big revelations this month. October just tends to have that. It's Libra and Scorpio season. These are big truth telling signs. The energy there, with the fall energy in the northern hemisphere and the spring energy in the southern, it's a time of shifting and changing and moving, and there's a lot of magic in the air, and it asks a lot of us. Now, there are a few things I want to talk to you guys about. So, the note that I have, let's start there, is that the sun burns bright. But even the sun, and I don't want to get like too dark here about this, but even the sun isn't meant to burn forever. It's burning fuel. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, the sun. Sorry, I'm dropping cards here right and left. The sun just burns and it gives all it's burning fuel. And, we are ruled by the sun. Sun is we are the sun, But here's the thing. The reason I'm writing that note down is even Leos burn out, right? We burn out. And the intensity of the energy coming at us in October is going to be like, yeah, let's do it all. Let's make a whole bunch of promises. Let's do all the work. Let's put in extra effort. Let's try and do everything. Let's accomplish like 100 tasks and then still like take care of our relationships and that's not going to serve you well. So this is the thing. You're going to be tempted to sign up for 100 things this month and do it all. You're going to want to be and do everything. There's just going to be a calling for you to do that. Don't do it. Keep yourself for yourself this month a little bit. You're going to still be busy. You're still going to be doing stuff. You're going to be feeling the vibes. You're going to be feeling like going for stuff. But don't let that ambition overcome you. Because here's the thing. We are heading into an interesting month. Jupiter is going into Scorpio on the 10th. And Scorpio is your fourth house of family and home. And Jupiter expands whatever it's in. Scorpio is the sign of death and transformation. It's a sleuth work card. It's about detectiveship and illuminating truths. There's going to be a lot of truths coming out about your home and what you need in life and what you need as far as like your emotional core. Not only that, but we have like the Aries full moon at the beginning of the month, which is in your 9th house of expansion, where you want to go in the world. There's a lot of energies pulling at you. Now, this is really interesting, guys. The cards that I pulled out, I'm a little like, whoo, okay, here we go. The intuitive side of this reading, when I was saying even the sun burns out. You guys, this to me, this energy right here, this is burnout energy. This is burnout energy. This is when you kind of betray yourself almost. Here's the thing, you guys. I know this is how it goes with you guys because I'm one of you. You get into this we can get into this headspace where it's like, I have to do everything, and I have to do everything to the best of my ability. And if I don't do everything, everybody's going to find out that I'm nothing more than a show. Right? You feel the need to be a showman at all times and to fill all roles. Well, when you have the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords like this, the 8 of Swords to me is a burnout card. It's when you feel like you've been doing so much and you've been going around and around in your head that you feel almost tied up by commitments, by needing to do stuff, and it can make you feel really foggy and stuck and trapped in an old cycle. And the 3 of Swords, like this card often is associated with betrayal and all of that. But to me, this is that feeling of like you're uncertain about your own value even. And that's what happens when burnout comes. When you get that exhausted, you think, oh my God, do I have value? Oh my God, maybe I don't have anything. Because when you get that exhausted, reality starts getting really fuzzy. So when I get these cards right at the beginning of the month, I would say, Just take a step back and breathe. Here's the other thing I will say, because there's a lot going on with October and the collective energy, not just specifically Leos, but everybody. And one of the big things that's coming up with this is that truths are coming out. Things are getting unearthed. About people close to you, just in general. There's like a general vibe of that. Now, that's not necessarily bad. And one thing I will say about this is that you may be finding out truths about somebody that you love or somebody that you're close to. They might have a conversation with you where they say, I can only give you this, or I have been struggling with this and I need to step back, or something like that. And you might be taken aback by that. And you might have this reaction initially where you feel betrayed, you feel hurt, you feel blind, you feel lost, you feel stuck. Keep an eye out on this. Don't react to this. So a couple triggers can be triggering this: overworking yourself and also finding out some big truths that kind of knock your breath out. That's almost the sense I get, like when you get the wind knocked out of you. That's kind of what I'm picking up with this energy. Just instead of reacting to it, just step back, breathe, and rest. Because whatever that is not long lasting, and it isn't dominant this month. Because here's the thing, the next three cards are so powerful: Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Now this is huge, you guys. This is okay. This is big. This is really big energy. I'm like feeling so many things doing this reading with you guys right now, because you're getting taken somewhere really new this month. I think you're going to be finding, especially if you can take that time to rest, recharge your batteries, regenerate, so that you can be that beautiful sun, because the Chariot is about setting a course and going forward. It is very dynamic, focused energy. We are going to be in Libra season for most of the month, and that is cardinal energy. It's cardinal air energy, third house energy of moving forward and communicating what you want and need. So once you get out of this initial fog, that Aries full moon, that Pluto is doing some dances and stuff like that, a lot of truths are coming out. Sit quietly with that. You're going to come out of that into this energy of knowing where you're going. Some kind of truth and track is going to be set forward. Here's the way I'm picking up on this. It's going to feel initially like you've just burned something to the ground and the earth has been ripped out from underneath you and you're having to start from scratch. But what that process, whatever this truth-bringing process is coming up and is a little bit painful and overwhelming, it's actually clearing the road for you to move forward into new territory. And this could even be bringing with you the people or the situations that the secrets were involved with. That's the thing. That's what's weird about this month, is that even when the secrets come out, it's not necessarily that you're burning old bridges and saying goodbye and like, okay, I'm going on to new horizons. It's that somehow these big truths, these like almost hurtful things that like take your breath away and make you feel like you stepped a few steps back, are actually what's setting you up to continue forward on the path with somebody. It makes you stronger. It makes you more vulnerable. It makes you more present. It makes you more able to be present with the other person. And this Chariot is telling me that whatever is like getting remorphed, like remolded this month, is going to go forward with you. And it is going forward with you in a huge way, because it is making you feel like the Queen of Wands that you are. Hi, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is Leo energy. I mean, she sits there with her black cat. She's the height of summer. She esoterically, sensitively knows what needs to be done, takes her time, assesses the situation, and makes a move when it's appropriate. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as well. It's not always necessary to be making a whole bunch of motion. As a fire sign, you're going to want to make movement all the time to get things done, to get ahead of the situation, have a handle on everything. You're going to have a tendency to want to make a lot of noise as this process goes through. Be the Queen of Wands. Sit in your throne. Take your rest. Watch. Pay attention, because the right actions will come naturally and it will flow and it will feel really good. And it's coming with the Seven of Cups. And this is where I'm talking about timing and using the intuitive side of Leo, because Leos are extremely intuitive. They feel the world. The fact that we rule the heart chakra rules us, I don't know. We're connected to the heart chakra. The heart is so intuitive. Leos, you got it. You have so much intuition. It's crazy. Utilize it. The Seven of Cups is about spiritual expansion. It's also about your dreams and your nightmares. It can feel foggy being in the Seven of Cups. But if you're listening carefully and you're not making noise, you will see where you need to be pushing forward. And you will see where you need to be taking action. Trust your dreams this month. Keep a dream journal. Keep a cosmic download journal, because you're going to be getting them and they're going to be directing you with this cardinal energy. This month, I really can't say enough about reserve your energy for the right moments. Don't use it just on anything this month. I'm not kidding when I say that, you guys. Self-care is very important to Leos, and yet it's so funny because Leos are so bad at doing it sometimes. As much as we love to like pamper and take care of ourselves, it's so weird how like that can just fall by the wayside. This month, really be selective with where you put your energy and your attention and your time. Part of the reason I'm saying that is the next card is the Empress, and this Empress comes out for Leos whenever you guys are starting to get in that headspace where you feel like you have to make things happen, you have to hold the space for everybody, you have to push forward. We get reminded with the Divine Feminine that is not necessary. Leos, it's okay to sit back and allow things to come to you. It's okay to be the magnet, the negative magnet that attracts in. It's okay to be the vacuum that attracts in. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it feels a little bit weird. But honestly, with that burnout note that I'm getting, the sense for me is that it's a warning. It's a warning that if you choose to, you can fill your calendar. You can put yourself out there. You can utilize all your energy and all your resources to help others and to get projects done, but it will not serve you. What will serve you is sitting back. And it's going to feel so counterintuitive. It's going to feel so uncomfortable. It's going to feel so much like you are at odds with yourself. And this is especially the first 3 weeks of the month. In the Libra season, before we hit Scorpio, as we go through the full moon, as we go through the Jupiter shift, as we go through a lot of Pluto squaring and trining and opposing different energies all through the month, hold back a little bit. Hold back a little bit. Watch. Be an observer. You know, this is associated with Taurus. And to me, Taurus, they're such good observers. They sit and they watch everything and they collect all the information. Do that this month. Collect all the information before you move, because here's the thing, you guys. Next door to the Empress, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords we've gotten 3 swords in this reading, and they're all the swords of really getting in your head. The Nine of Swords is waking up in the middle of the night and second guessing everything. And I really do feel like the thing with the most of this month, the first 3 weeks of this month, seriously, you are going to feel a little bit like you're not sure what the truth is and where to move with it. Don't jump to conclusions. You know, the Nine of Swords, part of the pain that comes from this energy, because it's all in your head, it's all how you weave stories in your head, especially at nighttime, right? Is that it's jumping to a conclusion and saying, that's the truth, that's how this story is going, I'm just going to have to live with it. It's terrible, I know, but I'm just going to live with it. This month is asking us all to tread very lightly with jumping to conclusions, because the whole story isn't clear yet. Be the Empress, be the Queen of Wands, hang out in the Seven of Cups energy, know that the Chariot, you are getting set on a beautiful track. And here's the thing, by the last 10 days of the month, once we hit Scorpio season, there's some really good stuff coming your way. In the end, you're coming back around to something really great. And honestly, most of the cards in this reading have been fantastic. There's just this fear thing going on with you guys. And I do think that there is some kind of unstable energy around you that you're working through. A relationship of some kind, I'm thinking, that is making you feel nervous and scared. But when we get to the end of the month, what do we have? We have 3 of Cups and the Emperor. And it's so cool that we have the Empress and the Emperor in this reading. You know, they're the cosmic lovers, you know, Mars and Venus, who are meeting with that Aries full moon on the 5th of the month. But 3 of Cups is about communing with your social group and, you know, drinking, and not necessarily drinking, but just communing, just enjoying, being festive, having fun. You're going to be surrounded by a lot of wonderful friendship energy this month. Utilize it. Spend time with your friends. They are going to have your back. Now, the Emperor. This can be read in a few ways. On the one hand, I think this is that relationship that you weren't sure was going forward, right? Like you weren't sure what was going on there. You want to move forward. You want to be in that chariot with this person, right? There's all these questions coming up, all these doubts, all these insecurities, all these truths coming out, questions coming up. The Emperor, on the one hand, for me, is that yes, we are going forward energy. And this is also Leo finding your stride again. It's both. It's both. Because the Emperor is the cardinal fire sign. He's associated with Aries. He's associated with action, taking charge, and putting his plans in motion. He's in charge. It can be a stubborn energy. It can be a very exacting energy. But there's this thing with the Emperor that is, I know who I am. I know what I need to get done, and I will do it. And so we come out of a time of you guys being really having to look internal and remember your own value. Once again, there's so many beautiful cards in this reading, and just remember these two ladies right here. Because they just sit and they watch and they know. And they get their way. They get their way every time. And it's as simple as that. I mean, I think that's the thing to keep in mind, Leos, is it's as simple as just remembering you're going to get what you want. You can have all this noise. You can have all this static electricity going on here. That's exactly what this is to me. This is like static electricity. It's not the core of the issue. It makes a lot of noise. It seems very prevalent, but it's really not. I mean, these energies don't stand a chance in the face of this energy right here. Like, it has nothing to do with anything. It's all noise. It's all noise. It's all getting ruffled up, and it's just and you know, honestly, Leos, it is that fire sign tendency to hear something or find something out and want to take some kind of action, like just, okay, that relationship, I'm cutting that person off, or okay, I'm just going to quit this job, or, you know, because you want to have a relevant action to what you're finding out, because your action, your fire. We take the fire, we set fire to things, you know, it's a tendency. This month is asking you, just relax, relax, rest instead of filling up your entire docket. You are going to be feeling successful. You are going to be feeling that you are on a path. You are going to be feeling that, and you're going to be doing a lot. There's going to be a lot of movement. That 3 of Cups is fantastic. There are a lot of really, and the Chariot is fantastic. We're moving forward, but stick with yourself. Stick with yourself. Stick on your team. People will come to you. That's the thing with this month. People are just going to come to you. And you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. You're going to think people are not coming to you. Things are not going to turn around. There's no way me just sitting here is going to benefit me at all. But people are going to come to you because you're going to be magnetic. And here's the thing. I was shuffling with my Tarot of the New Vision deck here. This is a deck that does the oppositional view to the classic Rider-Waite. And so it's the reverse. We're looking at the card from the other side. It's very cool. And I shuffled while I was telling you about the static noise, and I got the Hermit. This is self-care, right? Hermit is associated with Virgo. It's associated with self-care. It's associated with looking internally and being very deep. And what's interesting here is, you know, the Hermit is standing on the top of this mountain. I have to look at it too because it's just so cool to look at these. And he's holding this light. He is the light. He's looking internally, and he's also looking out. Remember that lantern. Remember that holding. Remember that you are the most precious resource you have. And other people have too. And what's really going to serve you are the things that keep showing up. Are the things that keep showing up and want to get in this chariot with you. And something does. I mean, that's the thing. The takeaway as well is that something does want to get in this chariot with you and go on a journey with you. There's nerves. I think you're nervous. I think the other person is nervous. I think you're nervous about the situation. You're nervous about what this is going to look like. What horizon is this even? What are we going to do with it? There's nerves. But if you stop the static noise and you kind of look here, and you look here, and you look here, and you slow down, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. And it's going to show right up. It won't even be an effort. This month is really one of us all asking to look at the world in a slightly different way and be okay with truth and know that even truth is complicated. Even truth asks us to take more complex journeys sometimes. And you're being asked to really value yourself and allow the things that are going to serve you moving forward to show up. That's a big one, you guys. And that's been a big theme this year. That North Node in Leo is just continuing to come back and back and back and say, hey, you guys, you got to hold your throne and chill out. And it's hard. Self-care, truly. Self-care this month. Self-care it up. Go to the movies. Take a hot bath. Take an afternoon off. Take some naps. Yes, you're going to be working a lot. Yes, you're going to be falling in love. Yes, you're going to be around a lot of social groups. Make time. Just make it. Be unavailable sometimes. Be unavailable sometimes. Just do it. It's going to serve you really well. I think you'll be surprised. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm going to leave my website and my email in the description box. Please get in touch with me. I love working with you guys. I do Skype readings. I do video readings. I do phone readings. So check out my website, and you can also email me if you have questions. I'm also going to leave some questions for you guys about if you would be interested in like weekly videos or videos that get a little bit more into more specific aspects of planets. I'm thinking about starting up like a little subscription service so that you can get more info and get more of this good stuff so that we can keep having these amazing conversations. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. So check out the description box. I got a lot of fun info in there for you. I am sending you all the best until November. I love you guys with everything in my heart, as you know. Take care of yourselves. It's going to be a good one. Trust that by the end of the month, you're going to be freaking shocked at what comes your way. Love you.